Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's November 18th and the temperature tonight is supposed to be 35, which it doesn't freeze until it gets to 32, but they have a freeze warning for the northern counties around here. So as it's been playing out every time they forecast a cold temperature, it's been getting a little colder here. So it's that time to get some of these vegetables in before they get damaged by a frost or freeze. We're going to start here in the greenhouse, being the tomatoes definitely want to get them all harvested. And what I've been doing is I went through first, and of course I seem like I miss a few, but first thing I'm doing, all of them that are partially ripe or starting to turn rather, I'm going to keep them separate. But we're going to pick every green tomato that is of any size, usable size, and get them out of the greenhouse and in where the climate's controlled, so they can ripen up over time. So I'm going to get after it here. First I'm going to go through here and pick all of them that I can reach from the ground, because some of them are up there mighty high. Another thing I want to mention that's important for those of you that you're not sure if it's going to freeze or not, ask yourself how much difference it's going to make waiting a few days. Now I might could put a little heat in here, and it might make a difference for getting them past this stage, but here come in about a week, it's forecasting 34 degrees, and as it's been going so far, it always seems like they forecast that temperature a little bit lower. So ask yourself, do you want to risk not having harvest at all, or go ahead and harvest them? And I'm going to suggest the smart thing to do is going to be harvesting them. Now let's put these up in the thing here. Now I'm not going to put these too deep. Now understand that green tomatoes, you can kind of jar them around a little bit more. You can be a little bit rougher. I don't try to get too rough. I still try to brace the impact and everything like that. And I'm not going to stack a whole lot of these because I have plenty of these containers, so I'm not going to stack them real deep. I will stack them up a little bit, but I want to be able to see as they turn and move them over. And if they're starting to blush just a little bit now, it won't be long they'll go ahead and continue to change. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out and keep them separate. I'll put them in another container. So once I get all these low ones, and then I'll get the ladder, because there's a bunch up here that I do have to have a ladder. This is going to be the first year I actually I'm going to pick tomatoes that I've had to use a ladder to pick them. And plus I'm separating them. I'm putting all my paste tomatoes together, and then I'll put my other tomatoes. Now I probably will mix them when I make salsa and stuff like that, but if I decide to make some more paste, I want to be able to have that option as far as and not dig through all the tomatoes. Now I'm finding some where I've still got worms come in here, Nate. I'm just going to throw them to the side, and then when I clean out all these plants after I get finished, I'll throw those out too. It's November 28th, and we'll do a little update on our green tomatoes we harvested a few weeks back. I have been bagging up them as they ripen. When I go through, I pick out the ones that are starting to turn every day or two, and I move them over to this container here, and then I come through and I'll bag up the ones that are ripe, ready to go. I put them in the freezer so I can get enough of them together so I can make some salsa. or I come in here and I get some if I need some for say something, salad, sandwich, something like that. I can come in here and I can get some. Now these are all harvesting up or ripening up nice. They're going to all get used, but I wanted you to see this so you know when you pick green tomatoes, don't think they won't ripen up. Also, I have my cherry tomatoes that I picked, and as you can see, they're ripening too. And what I do is the same thing. Now, I went to the market yesterday, so I took all the ones that were ripe then. I've got a few more here that's ripe, but I can either eat these or carry them to the market as they ripen up. But as you can see, they're all of them starting to turn over a period of time. So I hope this helps if you're worried about your tomatoes in the frost. If it hadn't already come, just get out there and pick them all. And if you didn't this year, well, you'll know for next year. Happy gardening.